I'm ready, buddy.
Welcome everybody to the Original Rebels Racing Series. My name is Joe Wright. Tonight I've been joined by Eddie Morris. Eddie, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Oh, it's good, man. I'm just messing stuff up already over here.
That's always fun.
Yeah, you know. I had it all set, and then I reset it. Happens. That stuff. Anyway, we're here at Iowa Speedway for the Renewable Homes Foundation 100, and Save Now, Save Tomorrow Renewable Home Foundation. So big sponsor for these guys here at Original Rebels Racing League. Every season we've had these guys come through and do this type of race with these guys. So cool to see them working with them. RenewableHome.org. Plants trees all around the world and funds grants toward homeowners and businesses looking to move toward renewable energy. So check them out at renewablehome.org. Eddie, we got a lot to talk about. Big win for Zach Wetstein last week. You joined me in the booth, man. What a way to win a race, though.
Yeah, man. Last week was that was pretty exciting, man. First one calling with you here, and get well, soon. Josh, we miss you up here, buddy.
Yeah,
throw that out there. But yeah, man, that was an exciting race.
Yeah, it sure was. It was from start to finish, pretty cool race. Lots of comers and goers, which we're used to seeing here in the Original Rebels Racing League. So I got up on the screen the top three from last week. So Zach Wetstein, Jason Warren dominated that race, but man, he didn't have anything for him at the end because of the tire situation, right?
Yeah, that was. He knew he was a sitting duck, but he had to do what he had to do. You know. Zach, he made the right call and took 4 and got the win.
So Zach comes from behind and wins that one. Garrett Kinder came home third. Jason Lottridge in that 4th spot, and then in the 5th spot, Dan Witt. Perfect. All right. So that then brings in our standings. Zach Wetstein killing it. 3 wins this season already. Man, dominant so far.
I think it's safe to say he's punched in, huh?
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty safe bet. All right, and then so in second you got William Griffith. Jesse Nekula in that third spot. Sam Wetstein, Zach's dad, up in the fourth spot in points. Man, Sam's having a great season this season after having not so hot a one last season with the original Rebels. So that's pretty good to see. Speaking of father-son combos, you know who our driver spotlights are this week?
I think there's another father-son duo out here. Alex Veith.
Yeah, Alex Veith and Mike Veith. So Alex is from Rushville, Illinois, age 27, Team Dark Horse Motorsports. I'm assuming his dad's probably on the same team. Profession mechanic. Man, look at that beard and that mullet. That guy kills it. When in doubt, throttle out. It may not improve the situation, but will definitely end the suspense. I like it. Favorite driver? Bill Elliott, Chase Elliott. Favorite movie? Well, you can't pick Chase Elliott now. That's not okay. You can't I'm going to be a Chase Elliott fan because he won the championship, right?
Exactly. You can't do that.
All right. Favorite movie?
I liked him before that.
Yeah, me too. Favorite movie? Top Gun. And The Replacements. Favorite band song? Coe Wetzel. Hobbies: iRacing, ATV, motocross, RC cars. Cool. And he is definitely one of the league admins and member here, the Dirt Series commissioner. Driver spotlight number 2. As we talked about, son, dad, duo. Mike Veith from Rushville, Illinois as well. Hometown is Beardstown, Illinois. Age 53. As we said, Team Dark Horse Motorsports. He's a correctional officer, Air Force veteran. His wife, Angie, married 28 years and has 2 sons, which hope that means Alex has a brother. The power of the Force has stopped you. You... They say hosers? I can't
hosers.
Yeah. All right. I think that's from Spaceballs, I think.
Gotcha.
Favorite driver, Bill Elliott, Chase Elliott. So maybe it is, if Dad's a Bill Elliott, Chase Elliott fan, maybe he's not a bandwagon fan. Hobbies: camping and shooting. Interesting fact: father of Alex Veith, new to iRacing and the Rebels. Not so new. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he's new. This is his first season. That's right.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Appreciate your service there, Mike.
Yeah, definitely shout out to any of the service members, and most of the guys here in Original Rebels Racing are either service members or part of the armed forces or a police officer, firefighters, things of that nature. So they really thrive from that community. On track, we got some cars though. They're in qualifying.
Yeah, I'm looking at Jeff Paisley right now in the 7. He's on track.
I got Zach in first already, the 23:36, but Garrett Kinder here. Currently third on the board, 23:45. He might just be getting in some extra laps, it looks like. Go back and look at Jason Lottridge, who's just now crossing the line for his first go lap, and he had a 23:77. That's going to put him in that 16th spot. Let's see what he can do on the second lap. Matt Geis says, good luck and have fun tonight, boys. I'm sick tonight. Oh, that's bad to hear, Matt. I hope you're feeling better. Get well soon, man. It was Josh Hall. He's been having a rough couple of weeks as well. So Jason Lottridge not able to improve his position. So we're going to check out Mickey Isaac on his first go lap. That 01 orange machine. Pretty good off of 4. So me and Eddie did some laps here while we sat around waiting for this awesome race to begin. And man, Eddie said he was fast, and then I don't know, something happened.
Turn 4 happened. That's what happened.
Yeah, turn 4 is tough. So you'll see them stripes right there as he goes by him, man. I guarantee you tonight, 1 or 2 cars are going to touch them stripes, and it's going to turn out bad for those guys. Now, I don't hope that happens, but I bet you it will.
Yeah, that's the safe bet right there.
Mickey Isaac's coming away with a 7th spot right now. Pretty hot lap for him. Philip Manzo, Josh Oswald still haven't turned a lap. William Griffith neither. Those three look to be starting at the back of the field. We got about 4.5 minutes left here in qualifying. And while that's the case, check this out. Let's see if it works this week. You think it's going to work? What's the over-under on this working?
I don't know, man. I'm going to...
Not going to work.
I don't know.
You know why it's not going to work? Because it doesn't exist.
Oh, that'll explain.
All right. Looks like we're getting gridding, actually.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go through the grid. Starting on that pole position is going to be that number 4 machine of Zach Wetstein from Reaper Racing, man. This guy is having a whale of a season already, and Elliot Longenecker in that second spot.
Yeah, and then we got Christian Dedman starting P3 and Garrett Kinder starting P4.
Oh, go ahead.
P5, we got Kyle Roberts, and starting 6th, Kieran Church.
Yep, in the 7th spot, we got Mickey Isaac and Brett Redderer.
Starting 9th, we got Ray Page, and 10th is Tia Swank.
That 11th spot's going to see Jeff Paisley. Eddie Morris likes Jeff Paisley, and I like his truck. So I'm going to be rooting for Jeff Paisley coming from that 11th spot tonight. Brandon Wallace in that 12th spot on the outside.
Starting 13th, we got Sam Wetstein, and 14th, we got Charlie Elmore.
In the 15th spot, we got Jesse Necula from Arizona. And in that 16th spot, it's going to see James McClendon.
Starting 17th, we got Aaron Adcock. And starting 18th, we got Christopher Heiner.
In the 19th spot, Jason Lottridge. Rolling off 20th is going to be Brian Rupert from Trenton.
Rolling off in 21st position tonight, it's one of our spotlight drivers, Alex Veith. And rolling off 22nd, it's going to be Lance Sponberg.
Right behind his son is going to be Mike Veith in that number 9 machine. And outside of him is going to see William Griffith. And then rounding out the field, we got Josh Oswald and possibly Philip Manzo, but he might be admin tonight. So, and they're starting to roll off a pit road here. Back to the front. Zach Wetstein from Greenwood, Indiana, 18 years of age. Going to take these boys to the line. See if he can save those tires this week.
It's going to be a tall task considering turn 4, man. That's just added. Turn 4 was not fun at all.
So he said in the interview last week he was looking forward to Phoenix. As you guys know, they've changed the schedule for the league this week, and that's just simply because there was some issues with the setups for Phoenix. So here they are. We're at Iowa, and the setups seem to be looking pretty good. So we'll see what happens here as we get underway. One more lap. Pace truck lights are off. These little truck cars that we got going are going to go around one more time.
You and them truck cars.
Through 3 and 4 they come. That'll be the only time we probably see them not letting that thing hang out as they come out of turn 4. Zach Wetstein with a decent jump here. See how they roll through turns 1 and 2. Really,
yeah, he's got a 2 or 3 truck length between second.
Some really good speed on the outside there for sure. And he's going to lead lap 1. Already starting to get a little space, like you said, man. Really stepping out on these guys real early.
Yeah, I was kind of scrolling through the field here. The 41 truck of Ray Page looked like he had to check up, and he got on the brakes real hard. And 7 had to check up. The 98 had to check up, and
let's see if
we stayed green. But
let's see if we can check that out and what happened with Ray Page here at the beginning. Oh yeah, what a save by Ray! 4 wide there at the beginning. He's still sliding it sideways. Doesn't make contact though, so that's good. As we're still green though, back to the front. Zach Wetstein, but Christian the coach, Dedman under fire from Kieran Church here for that 3rd spot. I'm not sure if Dedman just went around the outside of him or not, but they were racing for sure for that 3rd spot. Some really good racing here for that 4th and 5th position as well. Josh, hurry up. Get healthy and get back here. I don't really care for Eddie.
The feeling's mutual, sir.
I'm just messing up. I like Eddie. Eddie's a cool dude. Maybe we'll do it 3-way next time. That sounded really bad. Anyway,
I was going to say, I don't know what I'm agreeing to, but we'll announce the 3 people.
Yes, there you go.
I'm cool with it. I like Josh. I like Joe. I like all you guys. But I don't like turn 4 here.
Yeah, turn 4 is treacherous. And Zach doesn't look like he's having any issues there. Most of the field doing really well through 3 and 4. Maybe it's just your style of racing.
Could be. Of course, I didn't have this track until we opened it up here.
Yep.
So not many laps around here.
Here comes Paisley on the inside. That's a really cool looking truck. That 7-tide machine underneath the 01. He's going to clear up. He's looking for more. I don't think he's done.
Yeah, we got a pass for 3rd right now. We had Christian Dedman went by Kieran Church on the inside. Moved up to 3rd.
Starting to look at Elliott Longenecker now. Look at Brett Redder. Now underneath the 76 of Garrett Kinder. That's going to slide him up into that 5th spot. Only for a second. Kinder fighting back on the outside. Man, coach is starting to slide back in that 3 machine because here comes Redder as well by him.
Pretty good racing going on right here.
Yeah. He Swank a little tight off the corner. Had to check up just a little bit so he didn't get in the side of Kinder there. And that's 76. He just keeps it down through 3 and 4. Somebody here is going to get back to that throttle a little too early. Coming out of 4, I can feel it. Swank clears Kinder. Kinder just being stuck on that outside line. Maybe he's trying to save them tires for later in the run. Paisley really eating his up, but he's underneath of Kyle Roberts now.
Yeah, he's showing some speed here.
He's really hugging that bottom line, too. Gonna eat that right front up real fast here at Iowa. Yep. Gonna cause him to get a little tight later in the run. And as I say that, it looked like he was getting tight there just by a little bit.
Pushed up a little.
Got to pass behind him. McClendon underneath of Brandon Wallace for that 11th spot now. Swank under coach. Working on him for that 4th spot. 5th spot. Coach comes back by him on the outside. Man, this is definitely a 2-groove track based on what we're seeing here.
For sure. I'm kind of focused on the front here. We got a pass for second.
Yep, Kieran Church making the pass on the inside of Elliot Longenecker. Let's see what he can do to catch up with Zach. We've seen Kieran Church and Zach go at it a couple of times last season. A little loose off of 4. And Kieran is wheeling it, trying to make some time up here. I really like how you can hear them tires screaming, though.
Yeah, when you're in the vehicle, you don't like it, though. It means they're not going to last long.
The Longenecker didn't go away. He's still there. You can see him in that rear view mirror. He's still stalking Kieran Church. Kieran is cutting into Zach's lead here. Almost down to half a second.
Yeah, before the pass was made, they had it under a half a second. And then, the Kieran Church and Elliot Longenecker racing, of course, it's going to slow them down a little bit. They're right back to where they started from. They're reeling him in. It's under a second now.
Slowly but surely, Kieran is reeling him in. But Zach's really good at keeping those tires. We'll see if that's kind of what he's doing here, kind of conserving, knowing he's got a long ways to go.
The battle for 4th and 5th, man. It's Tia Swank and Brett Redderer. They just keep swapping it back and forth. They got Redderer on the outside and Tia Swank on the inside. And
he just dives at that time. He's going to clear that time by.
Got momentum on the outside, though.
Yeah.
Trying to get that. Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Maybe a little crossover. Yeah, I thought he was going to keep in it, but he looks like he might have had a little lift there. Still early, lap 21 of 118, so makes sense. What's up, Jeremy?
Yeah,
welcome to the stream. And Parker Chapman as well. If you guys haven't liked, followed, and subscribed on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, go ahead and check those out real quick. Intensity Broadcasting on all platforms. Intensity Broad 1 on Twitter. Check them out.
Yeah, we're trying to get to 1,000 for before April.
Yeah, 1,000 for your birthday. That's the goal, right, Eddie?
That's right.
So April 27th is the day we want to get to 1,000 by, which is also Intensity Broadcasting's birthday. We're just over 800. Man, we can get to 200 more, right? That's easy.
Shoot ya.
Good bar cam. You can really see the distance closing between Kieran and Church. And with Zach Wetstein now, Kieran's about to start putting that pressure on. Man, when you're a driver in the lead, Eddie, how does it feel when you start seeing that guy really getting close now in the mirror?
Well, considering the competition I'm usually driving against, I couldn't really tell you because I'm never in the lead. But if I was, no, I've led a couple. But no, that feeling is real bad. Like, I've got to worry about Brian Nudie, man. Whenever he's closing in on me, I just got to get out of the way because I'm gonna race him pretty clean till Tuesday. Anyway, we were kind of joking around. We're gonna wreck each other and be in last racing for the championship. But other than that, man, you just know that guy's faster. You hate to give it up.
Church to the inside now, making that lead pass. Sorry to cut you off there, but man,
Oh no, you're good, man.
Put the hammer down coming out of 4 and went right by him.
Yeah, I mean, this early in the race, though, just giving the position away is fine.
Yeah, I agree. The guy's faster than you. He just caught you by over a second. Yeah, you can have it, buddy. Or drive them wheels off that thing, Zach. I would imagine has been taking care of his stuff. So has Ellie Longenecker. See how he's still there? He ain't gone. He's still around.
Yeah, he's maintaining also.
Yep.
But yeah, let that guy go by you. Let him wear his tires out. Let him flex a little bit. Because when you go back by him later, because you saved, you can flex when you go back by.
No doubt. Let's check in back there with Alex and Mike Veith. See what they're doing here in the race. Alex currently 23rd on the grid.
Man, you gotta bring. Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta bring that up.
Look at them glasses, bro.
Glasses are amazing.
Riding in that 23rd spot. His dad 1 spot back from him in the 25th spot, 2 spots back. Mike Veith, our other spotlight driver. Still not doing bad back there. I mean, they're only 2-3 tenths off the leader's hottest lap, so that's how tight this field is, how good these guys run. And actually, here come the leaders, speaking of which. We look at Mike Veith, and he looks like he's got some right foot damage, maybe hit that wall coming out of 4 at some point, but he's got Kieran Church, the leader, right up his backside. And Mike will be staying out of the way here. When they get to him, he sees him coming. They're talking. There he goes. He's going to go low. Let the leaders go by.
And caution is out.
Caution is out. It's like Ray Page has crashed. All right. Well, that's time for our first Wreckage Rewind, brought to you by Renewable Home Foundation. Check them out, renewablehomes.org. That's the right email, or right web address, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Right. Check this out. All right. So this one starts with the 48 machine there in front of these guys. Gets up into the wall, and that's going to get them kind of checking up, trying to stay out of the way. See some 3 wide and incident. 48 in the wall. 86 tries to get out of it, but the 41 just doesn't see 86 there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if those tires are pushing, because we're 31 laps into this thing.
Speaking of which, they're probably on pit road right now.
Oh, yeah. There's several on pit road. Everybody on pit road.
There you go.
Everybody except for Mike V. And he is going to get his lap back now. So he can get in there and get that damage fixed on that right front.
Tough break for Ray Page, man. Ray Page having a tough night. He's the guy who got a little loose on that initial start as well, right?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's been an eventful one for him so far. But it was a pretty good break for our spotlight driver, Mike Veith.
Yep. So hopefully Mike will get his lap back here, right? Yep, he's our lucky dog. Yep. He's going to go by the leaders, as you can see in the screen. Oh, he just locked it up almost into the wall there. Mike onto pit road, actually. Kieran Church, our leader. Zach Wetstein comes off pit road second. Mike Veith on pit road now in that 16th spot. Ray Page still trying to get that damage fixed. 34 seconds already on pit road. Kieran Church with an 8-second stop on pit road. Right sides only, you think, Eddie?
That would just about guarantee that. Just about guarantee that.
That's a interesting move considering the race. I mean, they do. I don't know. That's interesting change of events.
I agree, but you know what? If you're gonna try something, man, try it now. You know.
I think he might have had it checked up for the maybe for the green flag pit stops that were coming, and didn't have time to change it back. That's possible as well.
Yeah.
Lap 35 we're working of 118, almost quarter of the way, I guess, just over a quarter of the way through this thing. Yes, Colton, we're watching you. He's now watching us too.
He's watching us while we're watching him.
Oh no,
I like it.
I'm sorry, that's Kieran Church, not Colton. Colton Kinsey's watching though. Welcome to the broadcast.
Colton.
Kieran Church getting some blinky blinks going there. Pace truck lights are off. They're double filing up. This will be the last time around before you hit the green flag one more time. That was a really good little stint there that those guys put on. I didn't see anything too aggressive yet. I think it's going to hold true here, lap 36.
Yeah, I think it's still a little bit too soon to be pushing the issue here.
I agree.
We got a blinker.
Hey, Mr. Colton Kinsey having a little iRacing. I'm Stan. Why do I do that with these two guys? Kieran and Church, Colton Kinsey, CK. That's why. Kieran and Church now leading us to the green flag here. Kieran, good jump at Zach. Right there with him. Actually, they both shot out of a rocket.
Yeah, those two guys, man, they got a really good start.
3 wide behind him, though, for that third spot. They sorted it out. See a swank now down to the inside line. And gonna look under the 5. Nothing happening there underneath Longenecker yet. Coach outside. Pretty single file through the field with the exception of this right here.
For 5th, Christian Dedman and Tias Swank. Tias has been running that inside line a lot too. He's got some speed down there.
Here comes Brett Retterer underneath Tias now. Tough to get underneath these guys here. Feel a little loosey-goosey coming out the corners. Like Veith is back on pit road. Not sure which one.
That'd be Mike Veith.
Mike Veith back on pit road.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was speeding and had to get a black flag. Weird. I think that's what happened with him.
Caution is out.
And we missed a pass for the lead. Zach Eckstein to the point. There is another caution. You're right.
That would be our spotlight driver tonight involved in that. Alex Veith and the 86 of Lance Sponberg.
Yeah, real close racing between the 86 and the 13 there. Looks like Veith just thought he might have a little bit more room to squeeze up toward the wall, and it just wasn't there.
Yeah, and also, man, turn 4 is a beast here. So when you're coming off of it, you think you can just hammer down, and sometimes you're just at the mercy of the truck, and I guess you'd kind of want to burp the throttle in that situation, but I would think I would be clear as also, so I'd probably make that same move. So
Yeah, I think Veith just thought maybe the 86 would give him a little bit more space up toward the wall there. Here. 86 kind of just holds it on that outside line. He's got a little bit of space. A lot of the guys are running in front of Veith here, up against the wall, and just a little different line. That's all that was. Miscommunication, misjudgment of the 86 and the 13.
yeah, I figured V thought he might have been running that higher line, and that wasn't the case. So.
Yep. Any takers on pit road? The 41's going to get his lap back. Ray Page goes by the leaders there. You saw him whiz by just now. Looks like Alex is on pit road as well as Mike. Mike's rolling now. He's actually in that green truck right there in that second spot.
So I'll say the 86 of Lance Swanberg and Alex Veith, both of them were in that last caution. They were both on pit road. I don't think anybody else took the opportunity to come down.
Pit road is clear. We definitely missed a pass for the lead there. While we were watching the action from the back. Zach Wetstein, the new leader. As we talked about Mike Veith being trapped there, you'll see when the lights in the truck go off, he'll drop to the back of the field. Take you through the top 10. Our current leader, Zach Wetstein. In the second spot's got Kieran Church. In third, we got Elliot Longenecker. Fourth is going to see Christian Deadman. He is Swank in that fifth spot. Brett Redderer in the sixth. Jeff Paisley in that seventh spot from Modesto, California. I know some people that live there. Eighth, Garrett Kinder. Ninth, Jesse Necula. And 10th, Mickey Isaac, peeking up into that top 10. I guess he started pretty much up there. He's down 3 spots from the 7th spot. Haven't seen him up in the top 10 recently, so that's really good. Our biggest movers, William Griffith and Josh Oswald, both up 10 spots. They are the biggest movers of the race so far.
Yeah, I think it's obvious who the biggest loser is so far. It's that Ray Page, man, in the 41 truck. He's not had a good night.
And since the beginning, just having a tough night. But guess what?
It's unfortunate.
He's back on the lead lap.
True.
So it's looking up for him. Mike Veith, the only guy a lap down on the grid right now. As you see, past the stripe, so Mike's going to lay back, one of our spotlight drivers. Going to end up at the back here. Anyone who had a wave around will be behind him, so that's the 41. He'll be staying behind him in the 9. Jason Warren says, "Let's go Longenecker, you stud." And Oswald, woo! Wetstein out of 4. Yeah, I like that fireball. Truck.
Yeah, the truck car with the paint on.
Zach Wetstein with a great jump again. Down to the inside. We know Kieran Church did some work later in the run. Let's see what he's got for him here early in this run.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how that tire strategy is going to play out in the long run for him.
Yeah, that's right. Two tires. I forgot about that. That might have something to do with why Zach was able to get it by him so easily here and early in that run just now. Kiernan not looking too bothered by 2 tires, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, he's coming for it. He's full sent.
We'll have to ask him after the race if he's one of our top 3, whether or not that's what he did there. Man, he's got a gaggle of Hornets behind him. Little 3 wide action here at Iowa. Holy shnikes, these guys are really throwing it down. Tia Swink. Now the 29 of Jesse Nakula underneath Redderer. Redderer off the pace. I don't know if he's just trying to find a home that's safe or what, but man, he was fading fast. Jeff Paisley now up to that 7th spot. Kiernan Church not going away easily, even on 2 tires. So there, I think that kind of answers your question for now.
Yeah, for now, man. Like I said, I'm interested in seeing how it works long term. Like, it might be all right now, but man, of course, I don't know how those left sides are wearing.
Paisley finding some speed around the outside here of Tia Swing. Saw him really make up some ground through the middle of the turn last time. He's got to check up just a little bit for the 5 here. It's going to cost him. But man, these guys are running that high line, getting really good runs down the backstretch. Paisley just turning it down in the middle of the corner there. Oh, Necula to the outside. And this battle right here is for 4th. For what, 9th or 10th? A lot of positions that can be made up there. Whoa, Tia Swain got a little bumper. Oh, Necula. Wow, they're getting stacked up. They're scattering.
Man, Longenecker looked like he was pushing in that corner and might have got loose a little bit.
That was a Matt Knight's pucker moment if I ever seen one. We got to make a logo for a Matt Knight's pucker moment. Like when it happens, I got to be able to hit a little hot button that pops up a little graphic that says pucker moment.
How awesome would that be?
It's going to be great. I'm going to do it this week. Here comes Paisley to the inside of Tia Swank. I'll tell Matt I need like a picture of him like looking over his shoulder. Like an oopsie.
My goodness.
Paisley still doing good. He clears. And you're not going away.
So he's making those 2 tires work right now, man.
So I'm scared for him now because he has to go. I mean, doesn't have to. But I would think he has to go with 4. And these guys are seeing 2 tires worked. And they're watching the broadcast. People are communicating that to them. Maybe we should.
Got Garrett Kinder made it a pass for 2nd. He's in the Renewable Home Foundation.
Kiernan way up the hill there. Maybe it's not panning out. Now they're all flying by him. Kinder setting his sights on that lead now. But man, Paisley is on the run. Oh, he gets a little loose off the corner. Oh, Tia Swank with a big lift. Not to turn Paisley there. That was huge. That could have been bad for both.
Yeah, you could.
I like
pretty
this.
Close to halfway.
Yeah, this gaggle of cars for 4th is wild. It's been like this pretty much all night.
Yeah, I'm surprised Zach Wetstein ain't really been able to stretch him legs out and walk away from people, man. I figured his truck was pretty fast, and that's what we'd have. But Garrett, he's keeping it pretty close to him.
Amber Adcock Beal says, let's go, Aaron Adcock. He's up to that 7th spot there. In that 23 machine, and he's on his way. So there you go, Amber. He's making moves. He ain't scared. Getting in church. Fading, though. Definitely fading. Battle on track now for the 3rd spot. Paisley looking at Coach Dedman in that 3 machine. Ooh, little bumper there. Watch out for Aaron Adcock. Making moves on that inside line, up 11 spots now.
It's coming.
It looks like he feels real good about it right now, too. Underneath T.S. Swank across the line. Going into one, he'll have the position, but not the speed just yet. We'll see if he can pull anything off going on the backstretch here. Nothing going.
Elliott Longenecker looks like he's going to take it on the outside. Wonder if that outside momentum can...
Aaron Adcock, we're on board with him now. He clears up into P5, P6, I'm sorry, behind T.S. Swank. Look at that really cool car in front of him, though.
That logo on the back of T.S. Swank.
Really, it's really intense.
It is.
And I got a thing that says Alex Veith crashed on the green flag too. You'll have to go back and check that out. Lap 56, it's saying. Zach Wetstein coming up on lap traffic of Alex Veith and Mike Veith. Both our spotlight drivers. You're going to see Zach go by here.
Oh yeah, him and his dad got into it.
That sucks.
It looks like Mike was pushing up the track and just caught the left rear of Alex. And
this is our leader giving the bumper to the lap cars. Tell him, get a move on, buddy. I'm trying to get through here. Got people behind me trying to catch me. And Zach Wetstein now clears.
Like Veith's on pit road right now.
Man, look at that gaggle behind you. If you're Zach Wetstein, you're like, man, I'm glad I'm not back there.
Sure.
Chris Heiner got his work cut out for him. Looks like Necula might have got into the wall there. Got some right front and front end damage there.
Oh yeah, that's a big checkup. Lap 65. 7 and the 3 kind of made contact, and
got
everybody kind of
3 wide in this gaggle in front of Chris Heiner here. Oh, they're wrecking. They're flipping. That's a big one. That's going to take out a lot of good trucks. Chris Heiner driving through it. Man. That was pretty cool.
Make some shakeups.
That was pretty cool. You know what we're going to do? We're going to watch that again in slow-mo. We already saw it in real-mo. Man. See what happens here. Some 3 wide. McClendon underneath. McClendon comes up a little bit. Gets turned up into the wall. They're all trying to pass the 86 on the lap cars. And he goes for a ride.
Yeah, I've seen that quite a bit tonight, man. That inside line, I don't... You just think it's going to stick, and you just start sliding up.
And Lance Sponberg went for a ride. We got another truck flipping down that inside wall. I don't know who that is, but he did not have a good ride. That's for sure. Well, machine. The 84 of Lance Jason Lottridge. He scatters and then nowhere to go. Onto his hood, over the guardrail. Lands on his tires though. Oh, he's gonna need himself a push. He actually jumped to the pits. He had to reset. That's gonna cost him a lot of time on track.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling, man. If you can drive that thing around, you know, it'll still take you some time, but sometimes not as much as if you could, you know, if you were to tow. That's never a good feeling. It's having to tow.
Alright, let's look at them pit stop times. Looks like Wetstein, Kinder, Paisley, Church, Schwenk, Adcock, Redwood, and Longenecker all taking 2 tires. That's either 14 seconds or 15 seconds there. Mike's going to be able to get one of his laps back here. He did not hit pit road, so they'll give him one back. Beath with a new ride. His fast, quick repair. But since he's a lap down, you'll see all these cars go by him. He's going to go to the back of the field. Lance Sponberg as well. He was just on his roof.
Don't look like we had any strategy calls this time on pit road. Not for your top 8 anyway.
Definitely did not. See if we can go through that actually. Go through that. Maybe let's go 20 cars and just see who did what. There it is. So it looks like 4 tires through the field for the most part. So why we roll around on pace lap. Bring this little track mappy guy thingy up. So something unique about Iowa. When you're driving it, it feels like you're always going in a circle. Except for that little straightaway. The backstretch. But otherwise, you're always going in a circle. Which is actually kind of cool. I really enjoyed running the laps we got to run tonight there.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience, man. It kind of gives you a new perspective as far as calling these races and being out there on track, man, because it's just like watching the NASCAR on Sundays. You know, you're sitting at your couch and you're like, man, I can do that. Why are they doing this? And man, this you can actually get into it and see. And man, I got a lot of respect for people that can get around this track real fast after messing around with it in practice.
For sure. Hey, Cassie Weiss, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for watching. Also, Nicole Martin, welcome. And Zach Wetstein. Huge jump.
He was shot out of a cannon.
Kiernan Church, not going away. Here he comes. Up to 3rd. He's on 4 freshies now.
I don't think he had a chance or a choice after that last pit stop taken too.
Real quick, I want to check in with James McLennan and see what happened to him here. It says he crashed here at the beginning of this lap. Ooh, yeah, he did. He got around. No contact made, though. Got it rolling. That's why we stayed green. Paisley to the outside of Kiernan Church. Oh, that's old. I lied. Kiernan Church actually looking for some space under Kinder now. Paisley's got some right front damage there on that machine. Might cost him a little bit of speed here. 35 machine a lap down now of Kyle Roberts as the leaders go by him. He stays high. I'll let him go by. Ooh, yeah, me and you talked about that in the pre-race. That bumps through turns 1 and 2. If you're way high, man, they'll send you right into the wall. And you saw Kyle Roberts there bounce through him up into the wall.
Yeah, you get up right next to the wall, man. You try to drive up there, you better put that truck in the 4-wheel drive because it's about to get bumpy.
And it's such a crappy feeling being one of those guys that's a lap down and having a ride out there, and you don't want to ruin everybody else's race. You don't want to crash in front of everyone. You're just trying to stay out of the way. And man, sometimes things happen though.
For sure.
Zach Wetstein out to a 0.6 second lead over second place Garrett Kinder. Kieran Church still under fire from Paisley on that outside line. Paisley really liking that outside line. This is the battle for third.
Jeff Paisley in that tide ride, man. We was talking about him before the race. That's a pretty sweet paint job he has there. He's throwing it towards the front.
Yeah, that 12 machine is rolling. William Griffith. Just as we say that, we almost jinxed him. Looks like he got a little wide.
He's up 18 spots from the start of the race.
He is our biggest mover. For sure. Man. He's on cruise control right now. Underneath Tia Swank. Pretty methodical here for the 12. You ever heard the saying, slow is smooth and smooth is fast?
I actually have, and I totally believe in that. Because I've told myself, surely not, and learned patience, and surely so.
So that's one of those jewels that you learn over life. I think the older you get, the better it works out, and you can apply it to so many things. But you take your time, and you can really get places. It's like the rabbit versus the hare, or the turtle versus the hare.
That's right.
It looks like the original Rebels Racing League admin says Griffith is Mr. Consistency, always top 5. So there you go. As he works his way.
See, Jeff Paisley and Tia Swank there, they'll get him a little faster in the entry. They'll kind of leave him, but exit, man, he's closing that gap.
We got a pass for second right now. Kieran Church just blew by Kinder while we were watching them. I wonder how many times I've called Kieran Church Colton Kinsey.
Oh, man.
Do they both run a 22?
No, 33.
Oh, a double number. That's what it is. That's my dyslexia kicking in.
That's what I blame it on to.
Brett Retterer bringing himself back up into the picture here on the outside of the 12 and the 5. He's riding that rim a little bit. He's getting really good runs down the straightaways and through the front stretch. He's
carrying momentum.
Yep, carrying that momentum through the middle of the corner, and then getting good runs off. And then when we were doing our practice laps before the race, that's what I was doing to try to find speed, was see if I could enter higher and diamond it off, and seemed to pick it up a little bit. Also helped with that loose off feeling you get out of 3 and 4. As we watch Kieran and Church start to stalk Zach Wetstein again. Zach's still about 3/4 of a second ahead, as they're pretty stretched out now at the front.
Yeah, when Kieran went by Garrett Kinder there, Zach had a 1 second lead over him, so he's cut it down a little bit there since he moved into second.
Down to 0.7 now, so definitely gaining ground, as we saw him do early in the race. Longenecker still trying to work that underneath of Redderer, and now they're putting some pressure on Paisley as well.
Yeah, there is a gaggle behind them.
That's where Seth, William Griffith, and Aaron Adcock are hanging with Christian Coach Deadman, and they're under fire from Nekula and Heiner as well as the 41 machine of Ray Page, who's had a tough race, but man, he's starting to make moves now, making his way back toward the front. I think the 12 might have drove the wheels off that thing a little bit, starting to really put some pressure on him.
We've got 25 to go.
25 to go, and this is the closest racing on the track right now, up toward the front. We got about half a second now between Zach and Kieran and Church. We'll go to it as they close that gap, but right now this is where the action is. Christian Coach Deadman working under William Griffith. Oh, Lord. That's close.
That was close.
There was no net code there, thankfully.
And that net code.
Coach is going to clear the 41 now of Ray Page. Looking to find himself some more positions here. Man, wouldn't it be wild to see Ray end up in the top 3?
That would be crazy, man, especially how he started the race.
Nekula really giving him a business, though. He's going to go underneath. No, Ray to the outside. Way up the hill, though. Scary up the hill up there. 29 is going to be able to get underneath him there. Clear. Zach Wetstein back at the front, starting to step out again now. Up to 3/4 of a second again. Been watching it. 0.8 now. Longenecker under Paisley up to the 6th spot now.
And I was just about to say, you got Zach coming up on a couple lap cars, but they ducked down pit road there.
Okay.
Brian
Nekula
Rupert.
clears Griffith and now looks at Coach. Aaron Adcock under fire from the 35 machine. Who I believe is a lap down. Yeah, Kyle Robertson on 35 a lap down. Chris Heiner, though, not a lap down on that 24 car. Oh, Lord. 35 just pushed into the side of the 23 and almost wrecked. Was able to keep it going straight, though. Zach is in his own area code. 1.3 seconds. He's starting to really drive away. He just doubled his time here in the last 2 laps.
Yeah, he's definitely stretching his legs now. Got 18 to go. Might as well, man. It's been a fairly clean race. Not many cautions.
You're gonna say
as a
that.
leader, if you
Something's gonna happen. You should probably
this is
refrain from
probably
that.
true.
You see some trucks starting to get a little pushy.
Yeah, I mean, of course, he got that win last week on a late caution, also. So
Aaron Adcock 3 wide through the middle of the corner. Heiner underneath Adcock. He's going to move up into the 12th spot. The 0-1 now of Mickey Isaac as well, looking underneath. Back to the coach and Jesse Nakula. Nakula underneath. Coach have... Oh, Lord, there's our caution.
with 15 to go.
Paisley having a rough go of it there. Zach did not want to see that.
I guarantee it, man. That lead was over a second and a half.
Thanks, Mikey Keller, for the shout out. Thanks for following and watching. You the man. I don't think there's no need to review what happened there. Looks like Coach might have got a little impatient. But we can go look at it.
15 to go, man. I think time to be patient is kind of dwindling down. It's not a super press the issue time, but it's getting close.
Paisley, the only car involved in that? Everybody should be on pit road, considering. See who wins the race off of pit road.
I'm interested in seeing who's going to try some strategy here and take two and see if it works out.
I'd put my dollars on that there Garrett Kinder. See though. Everybody with 4. Oh, Bearden Church. Get a swank. Nice little race off of pit road. There's your times. That ain't right. That was pit length. There we go.
So it looks like Ray Page. Ray Page might have took 2 up in the 5th spot.
Yeah, Ray Page with maybe a G move. Let's see.
Last week's race was ran. It was one off pit strategy and in a late race caution. So, will history repeat itself here?
Not sure if 2 tires will beat 4. Last week we had 4 tires beating no tires, right?
This is true.
But I like your optimism.
Hey, you got to go with it, man. I mean, Kieran, man, he done that two tires earlier, and he was keeping it up there for a few laps. That's all you need is a few laps.
Let's check in with Alex Veith, one of our spotlight drivers of the night in Dark Horse Motorsports Ride. Currently running 21st. Not having the night he anticipated. However, he is currently on the lead lap. So, man, that's a big comeback for him. He was a lap or 2 down, wasn't
he? Him and his dad had contact, and I know he went around and has been involved in a couple things.
You can see our leader, Zach Wetstein, right there, right behind him. So he's just in front of the leader, so he's going to get a wave around here in a second. But that means he's not going to have new tires. That means Mike Veith back in the 25th spot, having a rough go of it tonight. But he's going to get one of these lap backs as well. As you can see, he's the first car behind the pace car. Everybody in front of Zach here will get a wave around when they go to 2 to go. Kieran Church in that second spot. Garrett Kinder, third. Fourth sees Tia Swank. Ray Page on the 2-tire strategy. Let's see if it pays off. Elliot Longenecker in 5th. Brett Rederer, 6th. Jesse Necula, 7th. I'm sorry, 8th. I probably don't know how to count. 9th, Christian Dedman. And 10th, he's William Griffith.
The 9-lap shootout here.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I have a feeling we're not necessarily done wrecking, but these guys can do it. These guys are good. Let's see what happens. Zach Wetstein out of turn number 4. You can see it there, out of the Iowa 4. That pace truck's going to dip left. There it goes. You're in a church trying to time it.
Man.
And he might have screwed it up. No, he screwed it up. He went too early. He had to back up to let Zach get to the line first. That's going to cost him that second spot. Oh, he is. Oh, one guy got him. He might have came back across the track. We're going to have to take a look at that one. That was pretty wild.
In the blimp cam on that, man. It looked like he spun his tires a little bit on that restart. Something's definitely not hooking up right, though.
Sounded like he got going, but then had to get out of it, and maybe when he went back to it, he could spun. I'm gonna have to look at it here. Or Saint Kappa. Oh, Chase. Bar Chase.
Yeah, I was on the blimp.
Figure out what happens here. Goes early.
Oh yeah.
Then he had to get back into it. I think he downshifted and maybe missed the second shift there. Now he's stuck on that outside line and he's trying to get back to the tires. Not liking it. Coach hits him. And no, oh, McClendon. Oh. Gonna say nobody else, and then McClendon came through and got him.
I do have to say, though, that could have been a lot worse than what it was.
I thought it was, based on what we had seen from the live cam, because, man, he came back across the track after getting hit by Coach. See how fast things happen here? He sees him wrecking. Smoke, 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 smoke. Ah, I don't know where to go. Hurt.
Yeah, things happen so fast, man. Like, you've got to make a decision and stick with it and hope to goodness it's the right one.
I want to go back even again to the beginning of that run. I want to see if did Zach play any games with Kieran and Church, or was Kieran just trying to get that run perfect?
We got a couple cars on pit road. We got Elliot Longenecker, Jason Lockridge, I think. And then there was another one, possibly Brian Richard.
Looks like Zach was pretty legit. No games for him. Looks like Kieran was just anticipating what was going to happen and wasn't ready there. Mike and Alex Veith, our spotlight drivers, able to get through that without getting anything. Good for them. Maybe. Yep, they got through it. I didn't see Brett Redder got into it too later on, it looks like. Tough luck for those guys, as the Original Rebels Racing League admin said as well. Definitely tough luck. I sound like Rain Man, just definitely down.
Happens to the best of us.
Any takers this time by? Not in the top.
Yeah, I mean, there's 19 cars on the lead lap, man. It's you kind of have what you have. Unless you're towards the end of those 19, I just don't see.
You're in church? Heath? Nope.
So we're gonna have 3 to go when we go back to green.
Heath bouncing back up to 18th. For spotlight drivers. Mike Beef still stuck in that 25th spot. Base truck off. Get off my road. Zach Wetstein to the green. Garrett Kinder gets a great jump on the outside line. Zach might be in trouble here if Garrett can hold.
He might be, man. He was stuck right with it.
Look at that 17 rolling through the middle of the corner, and Josh Oswald now moving up into the 5th spot.
Ooh,
oh, Neckula wrecking. Tia Swank got into him, I think. They're yellow again. What's that old adage that the NASCAR guys always talk about?
Cautions breed cautions.
They sure do.
I believe that one, but I don't know about the Darrell Walter vortex and all that stuff. But that's for them to talk about, I guess.
Right.
It's going to bring our first attempt at a green-white checkered here.
That's interesting.
We have 2 tonight.
What happens? Acula comes down, maybe just trying to get into the corner a certain way, not knowing TS was underneath of him. Wreck those two. Like the 99 and the 98 squeak by. Ray Page. Luck is definitely getting better today. That's about it. See that 41 machine or 17 machine on pit road. All right, like you said, first attempt, green white.
We will get 2 tonight. William Griffith in 5th position there. He's up 19 spots from the start.
You guys are watching this broadcast and you have not already done so, please help us out. Go check out Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and Density Broadcasting on all 3 platforms. Please like, follow, and subscribe on all 3. Hit that little notification bell too, to let you know when we go green. And help us out. We'll bring you some really good iRacing action here. Usually pretty intense with us and broadcasts. And tonight I got Eddie Morris in the booth with me, and I'm Joe Wright. You can also catch Atman Weiss in the booth, Josh Hall, Alex Veith, Zach Wilson. We got, who else am I missing? Dustin Dean, Matt Knights. We got a whole crew dedicated to bringing you guys live iRacing action all through the week. Hey, and if you're looking to get your league broadcasted, hit us up on Facebook's Messenger. That'll really start that ball rolling. We bring you guys a pretty good product. What do you think, Eddie? I think we do. I think it's pretty good.
Man, this is awesome, man. Like,
I watch them back. Like, even after calling the race, I go back and watch them just because it's fun.
I do too, man. I go back, I watch them. If I'm calling them or if I'm in them racing, I go back and watch them either way. Like, I'll watch them on my phone once, and then I'll watch it on my YouTube, on my TV, and yeah, man, I fall asleep to it.
Yep. And we do really good work with leagues. We got guys that make flyers. We got guys that do all types of things. We got friends, and awesome. So, and Amber
for 1,000.
Amber Beal says y'all are doing great, and I'm loving it. Well, thanks, Amber, for the feedback. Hopefully, Mr. Adcock can get himself back up toward the front. He had a good run early. See what he can do here. In that 7th spot, up 10 spots. So, as the leader, Zach Wetstein, comes out of turn 2, they'll head down the backstretch one more time, and then they'll see that green flag.
So do you think we're going to need the other green-white checkered?
Man, it's hard to say. I'll tell you, there's a car out there that ain't afraid to use his bumper right now.
Yeah.
As they come through turns 3 and 4. Good to see Zach fire off, but man, Garrett Kinder stuck with him on that last one. Let's see what happens here. Adcock right there in that 7th spot. Wetstein gets a good run. Kinder behind him. And Tia Swank motoring down on that yellow line, though. Watch out for William Griffith in the 12. He showed fast speed early in the race. Here they come. They're going to take the white flag is out.
Caution was out right before.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You are right. I mean, that had to have been right before it. I was like queuing up the white flag already.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
48. Brian Rupert looked like he was involved in that.
They do not want run like they want him to win this race. All right. Transition one more time. This first one's going to be Brett Retterer. He had some troubles.
Yeah, it was some 3-wide race in the 35.
Oh, there you go. 35 into the outside wall. Like he wasn't quite clear and got turned into the outside wall. Back across the track into Retterer. And then collects the 20 back down into the corner there.
Yeah, they're still wrecking into 3 and 4 there after all that was said and done.
And then Rupert wrecked down into the inside wall. Tough break for him. Well,
this is it, fellas. Whatever happens now, you just kind of stuck with it. We're out of green-white checkers.
You sure are. This is it. What do you think, Ray Page? Good idea to go for 2? Given that we haven't had a green flag yet? I mean, that definitely got him some positions. He's up to 12th right now. I don't know if he was caught up in any of that, but he's our only guy that took the 2 tires earlier. Chris Heiner got by him, it looks like. Dan Wetstein in that 98. He's in our top 4 in points. He's Zach's dad, and man, he's creeping himself back into the top 10 again. Going to come home, hopefully. I don't want to jinx him, but hopefully with another nice finish tonight, a top 10 looking like. See what happens here. Brandon Wallace, haven't seen him at the front at all tonight as well. He's into the 9th spot. We've seen Jeff Paisley. Aaron Adcock's going to have his hands full with Paisley coming behind him. Paisley showed speed all night long. Mickey Isaac in that 01 machine. William Griffith in the 12. Necula. Bit of damage from that earlier incident. Still holding true in that 4th spot, though. Tia Swank, 66 in the 3rd spot. Eric Kinder and Zach Wetstein round up your field.
So the last 2 restarts, Zach Wetstein and Garrett Kinder. Garrett, the first one, Garrett was able to stick with him really well. And then on this last one, not so well. Do you think he learned anything from that?
Man, I don't know.
Because Zach, man, he's just getting some heck of good restarts tonight. I mean, it's like somebody shooting him out of a cannon, man. Not a gun, a cannon. Like straight gunpowder, boom, you're gone.
All about that timing. Like, man, did he just get off the throttle? Did I just hear him get off the throttle? I'm on the throttle. You gotta play that game. You don't want to check up or brake or do any of that stuff, but it's all about when. You don't want to go at the same spot every time, because then the guy on the outside, the guy behind you, they know when you're gonna go. It's a different spot every time. It's a different feeling every time. Unless it's a place where you can get on it in the same spot and get a good run, like Bristol. You can get on it in the same spot and get a good run every time. But in a place like Iowa, man, you really got to be on it if you're going to get them on that outside line.
Guess we'll see. Pace lights, or the truck lights are off on the pace truck.
Pace truck car lap spite.
Yeah, that stuff. All that stuff.
I love it.
It's a pace truck car, right?
Right. And then the truck cars are coming through turns 3 and 4 right now.
Exactly. I like it.
All right. Zach needs the field. Kinder gets actually a decent jump this time. He's not going to let him get away the way he has. Still gets away.
Tia Swank is there, too.
Yeah.
Tia Swank, William Griffith, Jesse Necula, man. Everybody's there.
And I want to watch every battle in the field right now, but we got to see what happens here at the front. Kinder's going to drive it in. And he's not going to leave anything left on the table here. Whoa. So close to that outside wall. He's definitely throwing it in there. They're 3 wide behind him. We're staying with the leaders here. Kinder, through turns 1 and 2. What can he do? Man, Kinder wheeling that thing. You can see him. But not going to be enough. Zach Wetstein's going to get his 4th win of the season. What a drive by Zach Wetstein tonight. He was under pressure from Kieran Church, Garrett Kinder, Tia Swain. All these guys giving him the pressure, still held true and just able to rock it. You can see the fireworks going off in the background. That's pretty cool.
I like that. Burning it down.
Kinder came home 2nd. Tia Swank 3rd. All right, let's see if we can go through the results here. There they are. Your top 18. Thea Swank third, Jesse Necula fourth, William Griffith fifth, Jeff Paisley gets it home sixth. Seventh is going to see Mickey Isaac, Aaron Adcock eighth, Kieran Church ninth, and Sam Wetstein, Zach's dad, making it into that top 10, holding home in that 10th spot. Elliot Longenecker starts on the outside of the pole, but ends up in 11th. Brandon Wallace in that 12th spot. Ray Page 13th. Chris Heiner 14th. Alex Veith 15th. Brian Rupert 16th. Kyle Roberts 17th. Charlie Elmore 18th.
And Jason Lottridge in 19th. Brett Redderer in 20th. Lance Sponberg 21st. Josh Oswald 22nd. Mike Veith 23rd. 24th, Christian the Coach Deadman. 25th, James McClendon.
Yep, and that is it. So, as we go side by side, we're going to grab our top 3 week. Yes, you got Joe and Eddie in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir.
Matthias, you come home third. Man, a wild race. You had to battle your way into that top 5 and then work your way into that top 3. A couple little incidents there. How'd you see it from your perspective?
First, I want to apologize to Jesse. That wasn't intentional. It looked like he was coming down on me. He was telling me his spotter told him he was clear, and I've been in that situation too, where it says you're clear and you're not.
Yeah, that's never a good feeling, man. The crew chief tells you you're clear, and you're really not clear, and get into the person next to you. But man, you had a really good truck tonight, and congratulations on third. Do you think it was ever going to finish after all those green white checkers?
No, every time there was a restart, man, I was nervous.
Right.
All right, T, so you bring it home third. Does this spell better things for the rest of the season from you? Somebody's got to dethrone Zach, man. 4 wins on the season. What's going on?
I know. I couldn't catch him.
All right, any sponsors or anything you want to thank before we let you go?
I just want to thank Matt for all the good hard work he does for us.
Awesome, and I agree. I second that. Matt's a great guy. Puts on a lot of work into getting this league going and running and so smooth. So good job tonight, TS. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Coming home second, we got Garrett Kinder in the booth. You got Joe and Eddie. You got us, Garrett?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, I thought you might have had something for Zach there at the end. What could you have done different? Anything?
Man, I really don't think I could have done anything different. I was giving her all she got. She just wasn't there for me tonight. But I'll take a P2 here any day.
Man, I was wondering if you learned anything from those previous 2 restarts on that last green white checkered attempt there, and you was able to hold with him pretty well. But man, that was something.
Yeah, we the restarts went pretty well. I was really not looking forward to those green white checkers. We had a little bit of a gap going into the first one, and then of course the second one happened, unfortunately. But this is racing, so it's one of them things.
Absolutely. Hey Garrett, so anybody you want to thank? I know you got some sponsors and teammates.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Reaper Racing. Of course, teammate Zach bringing home the win. Got to love that. Feel bad for Kieran. He's another teammate looping it out there on the outside when I was underneath him. I felt that kind of hurt. I was hoping Reaper Racing to go 1, 2, 3, but just wasn't in the cards. So thank everybody at Reaper Racing. Of course, thanks to Matt for putting the original Rebels together. Thank you all for broadcasting, and hopefully put on a good show for y'all.
Perfect. Have a good night, Garrett. We'll see you next week.
All right, guys.
Zach Wetstein, that's 4 in a row, my man. 1 last week, maybe by accident, maybe not, maybe by pit strategy. This week, dominant performance. How you feel?
Yeah, better than last week to actually earn this one and not get lucky. We were supposed to be at Phoenix, and when it moved here, I didn't know what to think. And turns out, I guess I'm better here than I am at Phoenix.
Worked out for you, man. What's the secret on them restarts, man? You were gapping boys all night, man. It was something to watch.
Me and my Reaper Racing teammates were at least in the top 3, and we had some in the top 4 all at the same time. But for the most part, it was 1, 2, 3 Reaper Racing, and so we were working together to get good restarts, and that helped each one of us get a good restart over the other drivers.
Yeah, awesome job. Your dad came home 10th, man. He's got a heck of a season rolling for him. He's 4th in points coming in, comes home with a top 10. What do you think about that?
I'm definitely proud of him. He got, I think he was a part of a wreck earlier in the race, or made contact at the beginning of the race. And so he had to work hard to get back to that 10th spot. And he told us that he was going to drive pretty aggressively on that last restart to try to get top 10. And when he did, I was definitely happy to hear it. And I'm glad that he's in the top 5 in points right now.
Perfect. All right. Well, Zach, I'm gonna lay it over to the rest of these guys here at Original Rebels, but man, they gotta dethrone you. That's four W's. So we'll see what happens come next week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, man. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
All right, Alex and Mike. A heck of a night. A dominant performance by Zach, and man, a lot of wrecking toward the end of that thing. Cautions breeding cautions, but you guys had a tough night all night long. Alex, I'll start with you. Dad comes in, and how'd you get him into iRacing?
Well, I mean, we've both, like, he's always had NASCAR racing season 2003 installed on the family computer, and between the two of us, we've probably logged more laps than NASCAR's actually ran in real life. So, I mean, this in all reality is just NASCAR racing season 2003 part 2.
Very good. I agree. How about you, Mike? What do you think about being able to get into a virtual world simulation like this and running with your son at some of the greatest super speedways and speedways in the world?
This is the most fun I've had in a long time. We used to race RC cars and travel all over the state of Illinois to race RC cars, and I've missed the competition part of it.
Yeah, it kind of gives it another perspective, man. You can jump into one of these cars, and if you wreck it, you just hit a button and reset. It don't get as expensive as if it would in real life, so it's definitely pretty fun.
So it's pretty.
Something I wish I could have done with my dad.
Yep, and it's pretty cool to see father-son combos coming in and getting those laps in, and taking them each other back in time a little bit, because man, I grew up at the track with my pops, and man, I'd love to get him into this. I might have to put some money and time into doing that. He would be clueless though as to how to do that. So but man, it's awesome. You guys were our spotlight drivers. Really tough night though. We want to talk about the race a little bit. Alex, what happened with you?
The spotlight driver curse is alive and well.
Right.
Yeah. Last season, about the 4th or 5th race is when I had my slide. So I don't know whether to blame my race 5 slide or if I blame the spotlight curse. But yeah, I got in that accident with the 86. I'm going to have to fire my spotter because he said I was all clear. And next thing I know, I'm looking at the fans there in the front stretch. But yeah, it went downhill from there pretty quick. But I just kind of logged my laps, grinded it out, and gritted my teeth and bared it, and got back on the lead lap there at the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were able to salvage a pretty decent finish. All right, Mike, you tell me, how did your race go? Were you cursed for sure?
I did it myself tonight. I was trying to stay on the lead lap, and then I pitted, and I got a black flag. There was a caution, and I was a lucky dog, and I was trying to get up where I thought I was supposed to be, and I got a black flag for passing under caution, and then pitted. And then when I went back to pit to clear the black flag, I had forgot to uncheck changing tires and whatnot. And then I had, that kept me a couple more laps than what I should have been. So I'll figure it out. I'm trying to, setting up buttons and everything to make it easier on myself as I go. but I have to invest in a button box, I think, to make this easier for me.
Yeah, you'll get it figured out, brother. Once you get it all figured out, we'll be looking for you up front.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
my goal tonight was to finish and not finish last, so I managed those two goals.
Yep, you accomplished that goal. Your next goal has got to be to beat your son repeatedly over and over again. That's what my dad would want to do. So we'll put that one on you now.
We'll work on that. I was prepared. I was prepared to race Phoenix, and I logged a ton of laps at Phoenix, and evidently there was a problem with the setup. So they switched it to Iowa yesterday, and I hadn't heard but about 10 laps at Iowa before practice started tonight.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being our spotlight drivers, and hopefully you won't have to be it anymore this season, so we can't curse you anymore. Have a good night, Alex and Mike, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully we'll get you in here in the booth, and we'll talk to you about coming in that first, second, or third position. How about that?
Thanks for doing these broadcasts, guys. I watch them when you do other races too, and I really enjoy listening to you guys do the races.
I appreciate that. So does Eddie, I'm sure, right, Eddie?
Absolutely, man. Every watch, every follow, every like, we appreciate it all. Thank you, guys.
It's been a hot minute since I've been in the top 3. I need to figure something out and get back up there.
You got it. You'll get it. You'll be there. All right.
Take care, guys.
Yep.
You too.
All right, Eddie. Another dominant
Man,
performance from Zach at a tough track. Iowa, not an easy track by any means.
No,
Not the most
definitely
difficult, but it's not easy. But he put on a show again and comes away with the 4th win of the season. That's definitely going to solidify him as one of the original Rebel Kings right now, I'd say.
Yeah, my question is, who's going to knock him off?
Yeah, I'm looking for that guy too. Maybe we'll have to get Nudie over into this league or something. Go knock on his door. So, all right, for Intensity Broadcasting, I'm Joe Wright. Catch us Tuesday night. Actually, we got something going on Monday night, tomorrow night, and then also Tuesday night will be your finale of the iOS series. Eddie, you're racing in it.
Yeah, man, I was fortunate enough to be into the Final Four, and I'll be racing for that first NASCAR season championship in the iRacing Oval Series, and man, I'm ready to do it. I don't know how many laps I've logged already, but y'all boys better watch out because I'm coming for it.
Yep.
I'm the dark horse. I'm the underdog. So
yeah, you definitely are, and they're looking at you like that. So man, that gives you that bone that the rest of them don't have. So Atlanta, iOS Tuesday night. We'll check you guys here on Intensity Broadcasting for Ratley and Man Weiss. That's over and out.